Welcome to Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. And today we're going to be working on the Fender or Chender or Partscaster. But by now I'm sure you guys have seen the other videos and you know it's a made in Mexico Fender Stratocaster. Um, I found this out between a few of the people in the community. Um, John from Smoke Eaters Guitars, Roy Gaber, who's got a lot of building Fenders under his belt over the years, and a few other people weighed in also. So it is a Fender made in Mexico. Now it's parts that were all shipped from America because this thing was a bit of a mess. But now it's a rock and roll machine. We've only got one thing left to do. We got to change out that catastrophic issue with the bridge, the saddle. I got them in. That's what we're going to do today. And then we're going to do a demo. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let's get over to the bench and get this baby ready to roll. All right, so I have removed the saddle. Now this one doesn't say Fender on it, but these are all intonated. So I'm going to save the parts in case we have any other issues. But I'm just going to change this one out. I don't think that looks so bad without the Fender on there. It's hard to read the Fender anyway. So I'm going to put this guy on here. But I am going to use this um, the shorter spring that was on here because this has got to go all the way back in order to intonate this. I mean, it's close that you almost can't intonate it. So that's going to be the issue. So I'm going to undo this. And of course, I've got to run my string that's already been on the saddle through this, which is going to be fun because it's already wound. So now it's going to be a pain. I don't want to scratch the saddle all up. But there's only kind of one way to do this. That's kind of wind it through here, which is fun. Getting this first wind through. Yeah, there's going to be lots of noise, so bear with me, guys and gals. All right, not as bad as I was thinking it might be. All right, let's get this baby in here. Okay. Now this is the shorter screw because this comes with two sets of screws. These bridge saddles, they come with two sets of screws, two sets of springs. They come with the shorter um, saddle screws. I'm just taking this all the way back because it's going to be all the way back. And I want to do this so it's not under tension because I don't want to strip this one out too. Because that was fun last time. Let's try this other side. Okay, that's maxed out. craziness. As you can see, I'm kind of off camera here putting this string back in. But we're going to be back there anyway, working on that. So no sense in getting up and moving the camera. Okay. We are at E. And we are intonated. Going all the way back, intonated. Now, I've got to set the string height. Everything else is already set from the last video and in between. So let's see what we're at. Wow. Wow, I set that pretty right, man. We're like almost right where it needs to be. Almost right at the 1.75. The top of 1.75. Now let's see if this is the Fender size. And this is the these are Fender size, and this is actually the Chinese size or metric size. Okay, so we are at 1.75. Across the board. The low E is just a hair above 1.75, which would make it 1.8, but I needed to do that to get it to intonate. So we're all intonated. So hopefully you'll hear this well. And this is what the final product looks like. I'm going to bring this down. So you can see the saddle. And you can barely tell that doesn't have the Fender on there. So I'm leaving it just the way it is because these are all intonated and this thing is crazy to get intonated. And I don't want to bust any of these now at this point, like changing out the others. So I'm going to keep those around for this guitar if I have to repair it again. So now it's just a wipe down, a clean up, and to go over everything that we did. Okay, so this is, let me bring this back up so we can see the guitar again. Okay, so this does have the Gilmore switch here. It's like a push-pull, not a push-pull, a kill switch, but it's wired in that way. We replaced the jack bolt. I added and bent the tremolo arm to fit this Fender style. Let me get this lined up here. This is fun to get in. And this is just like the Fender that I worked on for my buddy. So everything's intonated, so I'm not going to use the tremolo right now. I want to do the demo first, and then during the demo I'll use it, but it is functional. We just cleaned up the pickups, cleaned up the bridge, put the brand new tremolo arm because it didn't have a tremolo arm, checked all the soldering, looked everything over, repaired the cracks in the horns in here and on this side and the back of the neck pocket because the paint was peeling. There are some other issues on the front. I buffed out a lot, but there is some lifting underneath the clear coat. So there's not something I can fix. It's not a major issue right now. It's just got some relicking, as you guys can probably see there. As I move that around. We did all the fret ends, polished the frets, brand new set of Pro Steel 10s, Diodarios. I did not change the string tree because it plays perfectly fine without changing it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. The tuners are very, very sensitive. They're definitely Fender tuners. And I think they're a 21-to-1. I didn't test them, but they are so sensitive. They're even more sensitive than the 19-to-1s that I have. So they're like a 21, 22 to 1 ratio. The E, when you do the low E, talk about, just to ever so slightly touch it to get it dialed in. So let's play the guitar, do the demo. And I'll give you a better look at the guitar in the camera. All right, so let's take a look at the Fender made in Mexico Stratocaster and go over everything that was done to it. So as you can see, it's been all cleaned up. The nut was filed a little bit. Frets were all polished. You can see how shiny they are. Fret ends were dressed. Everything was buffed up. You can see the repairs done up here on the horn, on the edge of the neck there, where the crack was. And these are all paint cracks. They aren't wood cracks. Then down on the other side here, we repaired down here. All the pull pieces were set. I tightened all of the knobs. I treated the switch and all the knobs with some deoxit. Got a new trem arm for it. We got a new saddle on here. Cleaned up the trem. New boat, jack boat. And then in the tremolo, we had 3 springs. I added 2 more for a total of 5 because the bridge was raised up off the body with the 3 when we were trying to tune the guitar. And again, the body's been all buffed and cleaned, and the pick guard. This has got that. We found out that this has got the Gilmore mod, what looks like to be a kill switch, but it's not. It's the Gilmore mod. And we're going to go over which positions that works in when you set it. I believe it's the 2 and the 4 are the settings when you have this turned on. So, oh, and a new set of Diodario Pro Steel 10 to 46 strings. Oh, and a new back plate because the back plate completely faded when I tried to clean it. Went to silver. I'll use that on another build. This one I got for this came with the kit with this and the string trees, but I did not change that string tree because that string tree is working fine. And I didn't want to, change that one because it's actually pretty decent. It's not like sharp edged. It's actually a pretty good standard style string tree. And the ones I had are the roller string trees, and I don't know if it would have held the strings down to keep the buzz away. So I left it as is without getting a barrel string tree. So guitar is operable, ready to rock and roll. So when we come back, we're going to rock this baby out. Be just a second. Let's rock this guitar. All right, guys. So this is the spec sheet for the Deluxe Player Strat May of 2006. This is what John from Smoke Eaters Guitars sent over to me. This is the actual spec sheet of the guitar. So everything that's on the guitar originally, before I changed a couple of things, was all original. So the description says guitarists who want traditional look and feel with the powerful modern pickup variations and other specialized features will appreciate the Deluxe Player Strat, a remarkably versatile version of the instrument. It combines time-honored Strat sleekness with vintage noiseless pickups and special switching that delivers a greater variety of pickup combinations than the available from a standard 5-way selector switch, with other distinct features such as an ash body, flatter fingerboard, and gold-plated hardware. It's a true deluxe performer. So this is a 2006. It came with a gig bag, but we didn't get a gig bag with it. Ash body, body finish polyester, body shaped Stratocaster, bridge, 6-saddle vintage style synchronized tremolo, which is what's on there. Bridge pickup, noiseless single coil, 3-color sunburst, SSS, white plastic for the control knobs, master vine, 1 tone, and then the second tone is the middle pickup, neck pickup, middle pickup. Gives the dimensions. It's a maple fingerboard, 12-inch radius, medium jumbo frets, gold plated, hardware, vintage noiseless single coil Strat. Deluxe Player Strat, maple fingerboard, 3-color sunburst. And it just kind of goes through the same stuff. It has a modern C neck shape, 21 frets versus 22. nut synthetic bone, 42 millimeters, 4-ply tortoise shell. And then this gives you how it works. The 5-position blade switch is the bridge position. Position 2 is the bridge in the middle. Position 3 is the middle position. 4 is middle and neck, plus the bridge when the push-push switch is activated. So that gives you the Gilmore mod. Position 5 is the neck plus the bridge when you press the push-push. So that gives you a single and the bridge and the neck, of course. And then just goes through all the specs some more here. And that's it. So before I do the demo, I just want to thank John at Smoke Eaters Guitars, also Roy Gaber, and all you other guys that put your input in about what this guitar was. So, right, let's do the demo. This has got my normal settings that I play for my clean. Position 1. Position 2. That's with the tone all the way up. Oh no, sorry, that tone was all the way down. Let's try that again. Let's try this. A little better for me to play. Okay, middle. That's got a nice tone. Okay, so this is going to be, I think, without the Gilmore. So we get the tone there, working on the neck, and then we've got the bridge here, I think, because this gives it a little bit different tone. So the button out is off, the button in is on. So let's go back to position 4. Button off. Button on. What happened there? Okay, I found the problem. It was in my pedal. So, I had to fix a connection. I revamped that whole thing the other day. There was a loose connection. So, now that we got the dirt on it, let's do a little dance with the dirt. Let's try that with all 3 pickups. Sounds sick. All right, let's try it with the 2 singles. All right, let's try that with the bridge and the neck. This guitar is pretty sick and nasty. It can do everything from the twang to the bang. You gotta love it. Love that Gilmore switch. I gotta get one and put it in the guitar for myself. crazy thing is, out of all the Fenders I played, I like this one the best. The one that's beat up, banged up, and plays the best. Let's see. And it stayed in tune. So, she's ready to rock and roll and go back to the veterans group. For any of us to pick it up and use it when we want. Or a veteran that doesn't have a guitar can just come in and jam with us. So, thanks for watching Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And tell me what you think about this guitar's journey and the background we found. We'll see you in the next one. Rock on.